Hey everybody, and welcome to the daily card reading for Sunday, June 29th of 2025 for the collective. As always with these, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. I'm playing with Thoth today for this specifically. So let's get started. And if you feel called, like, comment, share. If you feel ready to donate, there's MetaPay, Cash App, Venmo, or PayPal at this moment. If you have another idea to pay me, feel free to comment below and I'll see about downloading it and see what's going on with that. So, first is the Ion, which is basically like a judgment card. Today there's a big judgment decision and judgment call on what to do with your energy, what to do with your time, what to do with your effort. Transparency is key right now, so being able to be clear with what you mean, concise, and stand firm in your choices. Remain centered and understand that metamorphosis from the inside out is best at this point. Be as specific as possible at first and then broaden your horizons. Specify what you mean, elaborate when necessary. Snakes who shed their skin is still a snake, but that doesn't mean that they are venomous. So learning your herpetology, learning your ornithology, which is study of birds. Herpetology is studies of reptiles like snakes, amphibians, etc. Thoth sticks out. Archangel Michael sticks out. Feminine energy within the masculine body and masculine energy within the feminine body needs balanced. Being able to understand that things come in waves, especially in threes or twos for the majority of us. This is especially true since like March 20th of this year, or within the last 20 days, or those that are born in the 20th of February or January. It looks like there's a lot of growth and pregnancy going on. Not necessarily physical pregnancy, but like more spiritual and authenticity and originality and something that is helping you grow beyond what you see and beyond what you know at this point. Breaking free of your ideologies, of your belief systems due to like religion or marginalization or oppression of the past, like the Pharaoh would have done to, like, let's say Jesus for an example. There's a lot of persecution and prosecution going on, and learning the discernment between those two words would be wise today, especially when you're dealing with someone that is a dualistic mindset or polar opposites, or is driven by what they can see and what they can communicate and how they communicate. There's a lot of like moon signs that are prominent, so like a lot of air moons would be very confused right now, possibly due to having an impasse and having to make a judgment call that will affect your life forever, basically, or so it feels. Working through feelings versus fact, opinions versus fact as well. The name Riley sticks out, and the name Tori sticks out, or Torrance. Yes, like Bring It On, like the old movie. If you watch the Bring It On original, there's a lesson Tori learns that you might want to learn too today. There is success going on today with the 6 of coins here, or discs, excuse me. A lot of luxury and wealth and resources and housing goals that you've been putting forth, especially since June 20th. There's been a lot of growth. A lot of physical relationships are on the mend. You're putting a lot of concentration and a lot of effort and a lot of time into this thing. There's a lot of physical unions happening that may not be romantic. There's a lot of courtship happening, a lot of prosperity within work and career, especially when it comes to like midterm goals and midterm goal manifesting. especially those that use like the 369 method. Between the 20th and the 26th, you've been learning how to make your dreams come true in reality, and you've been more realistic about your goals, and you will continue to do so all the way through the 6th of next month as well. So right before that portal, there's going to feel like a big bang or a big epiphany that comes in spirit or mindset, or somebody may show up in the physical that you may not be aware or may not have been paying attention to this whole time, or may feel like it's come out of nowhere and just randomly hits you like a ton of bricks or like a Mack truck or something like that. Time to take center stage of your own life and time to assert your powers, concentrate all of them. If you've ever watched Naruto, like the Rasengan, it takes a lot of concentration. So be creative, be innovative, especially for fixed mindsets or rigid beliefs regarding like financial matters or anything like that as well. And lastly, your answer is no right now, because you need to focus on your toxic traits and your toxic habits and your addictions. You need to break free of how you believe and what you believe versus what is actually the reality of things. Set, Lucifer, Pan, Loki, energies that represent like a lot of Capricorn energies, so like father figures, authority figures, resourceful, cunning, ambitious, nurture versus nature, basically, sticks out. 222 sticks out today, and 333 sticks out. Make sure that you heed the call, but make sure not to be entangled in the webs. So make sure that you learn some cognitive dissonance and cut some chords, and then go ahead and break free of the stickiness or the attachments that have been placed upon you by like indigenous people or those that are thinking of from a lower mindset or a lower standard at this point. Make sure that you know what you're getting yourself into before you sign any contracts, or before you take any help, or before you do anything. Just be sure that you can take no for an answer before you can move forward. Especially for self-pleasures and making dispositions, and how you appear to others might be affecting your relationships, especially like childhood matters and childhood affairs, and life from like 2nd grade to 5th grade for some of us. Childhood traumas from that time might need to be a little bit worked on before you can move forward. So center yourself, make sure that you take some time for yourself physically. Stay firm in your answers, and when you say no, mean it, or it's not going to hold its bearings. So just be aware of how that works. Bat wings, fae wings, there's many different types of fae, and goat creatures, both anthropomorphic and masked, Anunnaki included, ascended masters, etc. Be aware of helping somebody out of a cocoon stage, so you don't hinder them so much in their journey that they become like disabled, in a sense of like having to work a little bit harder and a little bit slower. You might damage its wings, in other words, analogically speaking, so in an analogy. But that's all I'm getting for today, June 29th, Sunday of 2025. So with these, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Thanks for joining.